The other is small, shorter, much lighter. Got to be fast, got to be sharp, otherwise you're out of here.
He is Smokin' Joe Frazier, Philadelphia's finest in the heavyweight division. There's no one quite like Smokin' Joe. Andy Ruiz Jr. He was the first Mexican-American world heavyweight champion in boxing history, of course with that huge upset win over AJ.
Look at the weight. How much weight are you going to give away in a fight?
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lineage.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Imperial, California in the United States, the first Mexican-American heavyweight champion in boxing history, a unified heavyweight champion of the world, the Destroyer, Andy Ruiz Jr.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This place is like a coliseum. When it's packed out, the fans are there. You can hear their punches, you can smell the sweat. The heat is second to none.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with the jab. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
Oh man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And Andy Ruiz couldn't take any more. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
That's lights out right there. One, two, three, four, five. You still want to fight?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing around.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Nice counter shot. That uppercut doesn't get through. Fighter believes in me. Anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little switch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
The straight right just misses. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. talk about Andy Ruiz in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
You got to go back out there and win this round. Get it?
Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man.
That work all the way through camp, and now you got to go back out there and loot.
Shots. Keep smart. The jab's working nice. Those 1-2
together. Get your mind back on the job. That was a god-awful round, that was. Come on. You let him back into the fight, and you're much better than that guy. You're much better.
Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear, and he'll start tiring out.
And put him back in his place. You're being coasted for the...
But you're still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab, and don't get carried away.
You got to be confident. I want you to go back out there and take his confidence away.
Here we go. It's round 2. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
If you're in there with a guy so big in front of you, you've got to be smart. You've got to use your smarts and use that skill. This is what you've prepared for. You've got to negate that jab, let it ride past you, and push his own weight on him.
Beautiful counter shot. And that body shot folded him like an old T-shirt.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. And continue.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
They exchange punches. Solid punch. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Can't land that jab. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. You'd like to see more jabs. These two were made for each other. Nice count. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being dropped twice in the last round.
Unbelievable heart. Knocked down twice.
Shots off and don't give him...
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Now, I don't want you to...
Listen, don't worry about it. You've completely...
Take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready.
That was? Come on. You let him back into the fight. You're much better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. You done all...
I said, start just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit.
Just get back together. I need to go back out there. I need you to win the...
Good work. You was thinking. You were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your pop.
Be smart. Get your shots up. Don't give him anything. Go back.
Good handsome, remember what you do. Good work.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Both men step back for just a moment. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Good defense on the right uppercut. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
No rest for the weary. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. These two fighters are made for one another. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Believe what we're seeing. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Great round, great round. Now, relax, relax. Just stay focused.
And get back out there and win the round.
The jab's working nice. Goes 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss him.
Back in. You're better than that, kid. Just go back out there and get behind the basics.
There's the bell for round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
What you've got to do, Todd, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in the guess.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. One punch could change everything in this battle. Good counter punching. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. They're both trying for a knockout. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Forget about the round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Let's go out there and win the next.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. Just the same again.
Time for the 5th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
There's a counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Punch, counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what?
Go back out there and you will win this round.
There's the bell for round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The straight right just misses. This is a high-octane battle. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
The straight right just misses. You think the pace will slow down? It picks up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We know you've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good work. That's it. And breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work.
You let him back into the fight. You're much better than that guy. You're much...
Nope, but you're still landing the power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab, and don't get carried away.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that round. Let's just get out there and let's reset. Forget about the round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Let's go out there and win the next one. Yeah?
Chris, don't let him back into the fight. Great round.
Choose this fight, do you? Come on. You let him back in. You're better than that.
Keep smart. So just keep him on the end of his jab. Get me timing over it.
Get your rhythm back, and then we'll go again. Get your mind back.
He shots him there a little bit. Just vary it up a little bit so he can't figure it out.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Let him back into the fight.
Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt.
There's the bell to start round 7. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. They both both want a knockout, you can tell. That counter shot lands. So much firepower here. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And Ruiz goes to the canvas. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count to me.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heel.
Wise decision to take a knee here and get that mandatory 8 count.
That's a really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Both men step back for just a moment. They drop their guard, they get caught. Caution is being thrown to the wind. It's bombs away. And he is forcing him to take a knee.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hit on top of that.
7, 8.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Andy Ruiz Jr. in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that one.
Round 8, and we're off again. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Those counter punches have to hurt. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
The straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is, has he punched himself out? They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.